Welcome back to another video, guys, and it is Reveiw with another video today. I'd like to remind you that this video may be a bit lengthy with no actual satisfying cuts. So I'd like to remind you that if you would like the full information and knowledge on this client, you might have to watch through the entire video, no matter how much annoying my voice may be. I hope you've had a good day so far, and so, let's get ready. I will be going through the games of Bedwars, Skywars, and Duels, as well as some Blitz SG, and maybe a bit of other games. And like I said, I hope you subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy videos like these, as well as my streams. And so, let's get ready for it. So, the first thing we'll do is Skywars, since that's, well, my main game mode. One of the first, the mods that I mainly use within this client are not really customized so much, as I don't really use a lot of mods. Technically, this client does not do a huge FPS boost, however, I would consider that, well, it does a sizable proportion. One of the client's mini mods that I'd first like to point out, or one of its many modification choices, is the fact that it's a lot more quick to customize things than Lunar. So yeah, that's also something to look forward to, I guess. I'll have a link to the client's website within the description. Remember that this client could be a bit confusing, but if you do look, it has quite a clean look in terms of sleekness whenever you go to change your mods, etc. Add mods, take away mods. Its motion blur could be done about twice as much as Lunar, and its particle multiplier, although it may not be the best, also is pretty good, something that I use quite a lot. For example, if we go over to this kid over here, and we try and hit him, he will sustain quite a lot of particles. Not because I'm clicking fast whatsoever, but probably most likely because, well, like I said, I have particle multiplier on. I do not suggest making the particle multiplier so big that, well, your client crashes or anything. But, oh my god, cleaner. But yeah. Hold on. How do you even get out of this? Oh, okay. Anyways, we continue. So I'd like to continue to say a lot of things are much more accessible. For example, one of the things that, well, you are able to boast to your friends a lot is your auto-friend feature. If someone decides to friend you almost instantaneously, it will accept. Meaning that it looks like you have such a fast attention span that you're able to pretty much accept as soon as something comes your way. And although it could be pesky at times when people spam friend requests you, especially if you are somewhat popular in the verse of reality, it still is pretty cool. Now, in Lunar or other clients, it would be within the Hypixel mods feature. However, you wouldn't exactly look at Hypixel mods feature and see it most of the time since it is quite hidden. What I like about this client is it does give a lot of attention towards that type of thing. And, well, it is pretty interesting how they do their things. Another interesting thing is that their perspective mod, unlike Lunar, also known as free look, still works. So if you want free look back, you can actually go for this client, or even Pixel client, or even Cosmic client for that case, or Sample. But yeah. Also, armor status on the mod is quite buggy, but does have some good customizable features, while animations is also a bit out of touch. Motion blur is quite good, and I've never really tested UF mod, but it is pretty interesting. MLG helper could be considered a cheat in most circumstances, but certainly it does help a lot whenever you need to clutch with water, or you can kind of just, well, hold right click, even though it's not really MLG clutching. But yeah. Anyways, we will continue. And, oh, this guy looks like it's cheating. But anyways, we'll continue. I'd like to state that although this mod is actually really good, it seems to not have that many users, so I suggest checking it out. It has under 1,000 these days. The client claims to have at some point actually surpassed Badline in terms of users, and that was a few years ago. The client is older than Lunar indeed, but I'm not sure if their claim actually holds true. Anyways, I would like to also continue by saying that some of the hits that this client allows you to do are a bit sketch. However, this doesn't exactly mean that the client is a cheat. It's just, unlike Lunar, has not fixed some of its bugs yet, meaning that indeed, without warning, this could be actually a 3.3 block reach. However, it is a low chance and only in circumstance, although it is quite annoying, well, for a number of reasons, since it's kind of laggy, etc. However, what I do want to say about this mod is a lot of things are accessible. It has free look still, and it has a sleek design. However, we still need to test out its features in a numerous amount of games. So yeah. We'll move on to Bedwars now, as I would not like to make this video longer than it is, which concurrently it is about 6 minutes long, in which I will most likely be doing no cuts. I just realized Discord call. But anyways, so yeah. We continue to point out that, well, there's also a feature where you can friend your friends. For example, this idiot decided to message me, "Hi, ooh," because he's an idiot. So yeah. I'd like to also mention that the MS thing is bugged, as obviously I do not have 1 MS. I actually average 40 MS, even though I live in Chicago. So yeah. Mainly because of my hotel Wi-Fi, but we'll ignore that. Some things I'd also like to mention about this mod is that, well, some of its things actually help a lot. For example, Schematica actually is really helpful if you do own a server. But also, AutoTip is a lot more accessible, which could be very helpful in terms of helping your friends, and much more. The client also has a quite available support team that will answer you faster than Badline or Lunar could, and perhaps even faster in 2 hours. I'm not exactly sure if this client does have a Discord, but I might have to look into that. But yeah, anyways, we will continue into looking at how we can PvP with this client. So far, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's the mods out of the way. Apart from the FPS boost, this mod really doesn't have a lot of things in relation to Lunar, although I have been seeing it poppy sometimes. The staff team is quite inactive, but still, PvP Lounge is a good client. Anyways, enough talking, and let's get on to gameplay. There we go, we have eliminated our first team. Some question that I do get asked a lot, not in relation to the video, is why do I have so many Minecraft accounts? Well, those are for various reasons. However, I do main Rorok, however, it gets muted quite often for different circumstances, so sometimes I will be using Salt Oil, and which I will for the next 90 days. Mainly since I have been muted for 90 days for the use of L against an Obsidian user in Bedwars. Sorry for the mic issues, if there is any. That is entirely my mistake. What the? Alright, that is it for a Bedwars game. And that was a pretty good victory for me, admittedly. This person very much cruising. They just pulled out the inner alpha instinct. What the fuck? I'm a bit confused after that play, but hey. This will be our last duel of the video, since it is approaching a very long period of 20 minutes. Now it looks like we're gonna have a swamp as our final opponent. And he's about to hit level 500, apparently. Oh yeah, he's a booster though. He'd be like hard to boost, what the hell? GG. Alright. Have a nice day, guys. I hope you followed my acknowledgements of the weaknesses and goodness of the coin. And see you another day.